Do has always been a platform for providing tools to manage life's issues that a lot of us have, and a lot of us may not necessarily know where to get help or where to find community, right? So Do has always been about personal experiences, figuring out how to solve them, and then sharing them with our community. My mom, she came to visit once, but I realized that after the first few days, as much as I love her and as much as I loved having her around, I felt like I ran out of things to do to entertain her. I had work, I had meetings, and I was constantly worrying, well, am I going to just leave mommy at home doing nothing? She's also quite used to being active and interacting with people, right? And the fact that she was away from her home, just sitting at mine all day, it wasn't working for her. So I remember bringing her to Do, and then we didn't yet have the vintage club, but I just thought, let her come and hang out at Do, get a massage, join a class, and then we'll just take it from there. And I remember her enjoying that day so much that I thought, what does everybody else do when they go to work and their mom is at home?
One more minute. Left, right, left, right, left. My right leg is going out. If I'm going to the right side, my left leg is going out. Please keep your legs and hands busy.
Our moms, our dads, our grandmoms, our granddads, they have all day, every day, all week. What are they doing? And so that was why I started thinking about creating a space, a comfortable, happy, welcoming, inviting space where we can show them how much we love them even when we cannot physically spend the time with them all day. So that was the primary catalyst for the creation of the Vintage Club.
When you've worked so hard in your life, this is time to start unwinding gradually. And given that it's not a daily thing, it's a once a week thing, and about 2-3 hours in a week, it gives you time to start learning to unwind. Some of my old mates now still believe in still working hard, looking for appointments, looking for jobs. I have a different perspective about life. I believe that now it's time for me to start winding down.
Look forward every Monday because it's a place you want to be happy, you meet people, no prejudice, no class. We're just one big family. If you remember that due is on Monday, you do everything possible to get there. It's a place to be because before I came, I had an issue with my leg. My BP was rising and that was very big. But today, I'm good and
Some Sundays like this, maybe you are feeling tired and you don't even know what to do. You don't feel like going to church. But on Monday morning, there's always that hunger. One, because you want to meet other people, especially people that are older than you. We're looking up to them that one day I'll be as old as this and I'll still be able to move my body, play some activities. In addition to that, we also have sessions like painting, coloring, molding, which is giving me, things to think about. Sometimes when I take these paintings home, my granddaughter will drag it from me and say it is mine and go and bring her crayons and everything, which is very, very exciting. When I have pains in my body, tensions, when we come here with all those stretches, you get relieved. And in fact, it's as if we should be having it twice a week. Even if you say you want to do it at home, you can't do all of what we are doing here. Sometimes when I wake up tired and I say, I think I need to give myself some stretches, I still will not be able to do 1/10 of what we do here.
Like Uzo, I told Uzo, I said, you have a very healing touch. I used to have a lot of pain when I go out, like I do go for my walks every morning. And since she did the reflexology on me, I don't get the pain I used to have on my right leg. Each time I see her, I say, oh, you have healing hands.
Particularly the massage and the exercise. That's actually the things that have endeared us to the center. It's actually had a wonderful effect on my health in particular.
You see some people when they are getting old, they are feeble. They need to be helped to stand up. It was frightening at the time. But getting here, you see 80 years old walking straight. I have two 80s there that are not using walking stick. They transformed my mindset. I don't want to be a liability to anybody moving about. This center has made that possible. And I'm grateful to God for that.
It's rare for people to target this particular segment of the society, particularly in a place like Nigeria, where the young people don't think about the elderly. And what Sparkle did to support them on their own without any commitment is quite remarkable too.
It's been great having a partner in Sparkle because, again, I mentioned, the idea, and they were very, very excited to hop on it. And the growth of the Vintage Club and the Vintage Sparklers, as we call it, has been very, very much down to them and their support. So I'm truly thankful for that.
Sparkle is about customers and customer journey, and we also work by a set of principles, what we call our values: freedom, trust, transparency, inclusion, simplicity, and personalization. And for us, inclusion is actually a very, very key part, because we live in a world today where we have about 5 or 6 generations actually inhabiting the ecosystem. And the reason for that is very simple. People are living longer, but living is about interaction. Living is about talking, knowing, learning, connecting with people. But you can't do that, especially in this world today where people are remote, people are distant. The reality of it is that a lot of them, their friends have actually moved, japad, and in some cases, passed on. And so the whole idea of Vintage was, how can we help people do what they want to do? How can we let this set of people live? How can we make them feel included and still relevant? And the only way to do that is by setting up this club called Vintage Club, to make them feel, yes, you're getting much older, but you can still be well, you can still learn new things, you can still meet new friends, you can still do this.
This is my second week, and I'm impressed. Actually, the first time, I was that anxious to come back because of, my experience the first week. You see old women behaving like young girls.
On a daily basis, whatever experience, whatever problem, whatever challenge, whatever issues, whatever stresses you're going through, there's always at least one other person that is going through the same. So for me, DU has always been a platform for providing tools to address life's issues, to manage life's issues that a lot of us have, and a lot of us may not necessarily know where to get help or where to find community, right? So DU has always been about personal experiences, figuring out how to solve them, and then sharing them with our community.
I always ask not to be helped. Always, when I come here, let me learn to do it myself. I'm able to hold myself back from falling down. Because recently I had a fall, but my experience saved me because I learned to hold myself up. I got up myself, and by the following day, which was Monday, I forgot all about the fall.
I can tell you that people have even commented on my appearance ever since. I have a younger brother I think I'm 1 year, 3 months older than him. But if two of us come here, you will know the difference.
From what I've experienced so far, I feel aging is a thing of the mind. I'll be 70 this year, by the grace of God, but I don't feel it.
Getting old actually is in the mind. Depends on how you handle it, and this is part of it.
The totality of what I feel is not 70. I feel 55, 60, I don't. I'm telling you.
As a grandmother, I pray for my children more. And now that I am older, I don't have much on my plate. But for them, it has afforded me the opportunity to pray more. And I have more time for God's work.
Right now, we're here in the studio at the G Center in Lagos. But my mom doesn't live in Lagos. Not everybody's mom lives in Lagos or on the island even.
I have invited some friends here. And even my family members at home, when I tell them, they say, we don't have anything like that in Warri. I say, go and Google it. You might be able to get something.
The next challenge is how can we grow this community from 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60? How can we also encourage other communities and ecosystems to adopt this? Because as life improves and medicine and technology improves, people are going to live longer. How are we going to make sure that, you know, our senior citizens are living, right? And we're not existing, are living and giving back and also passing on what they have learned, the exposure, their experiences, right? And their old stories, right? To the generation that are coming back. And that's why this partnership with the G Center is very critical to our mission. So let's do this.
So being able to reach more people on a wider platform, that would be the vision. Being able to have people continue to refer others, right? For me, that would be a joy. And we will continue to grow and evolve as we get feedback from our community as well. We will continue to learn from them and expand as far as we can reach.